Hey there, so it's Monday, which means that I'm in my work uniform, and Matt will be at work till later tonight. I figured since I can't really show you guys how cool it is to be in a band, since nothing really happens from like Monday to Wednesday band-wise, I can, however, give you a little bit of insight into my experiences doing music in a community here for some time. So, on that note, here are my 5 things I wish I knew before joining a band. Number 1, it is important to learn a work-life balance. But the trick is that music is also work, which I didn't really understand when I started out. And we basically, all 5 of us, were like, let's do everything, or 4 of us at first actually, we're like, let's do everything and let's keep going and we'll just write a million songs, we'll just do everything possible ever. And then we're like, holy cow, we're really tired because we're also going to work every day, and there was no balancing out between that. Like, a lot of us hadn't calibrated our regular schedules to having all this extra stuff to do band-wise. We sort of were a little bit hard on ourselves, like thinking like, oh, it's music, like it's not work, like we should be able to do everything, like we should have a crazy stamina for this. But we didn't, because obviously we're still doing stuff, talking to people, going out. The only difference is a lot of us had less money, because some of the time that we were using to do music at an entry level where there's basically $0 was taking away from the time that we'd normally be at our jobs, like I was today, making a little extra dough so that, you know, we could do fun things instead of just pay the rent. 1, you're gonna need money for band equipment, musical instruments, cords, things break all the time, gas, cars, stuff, whatever. But you also need to make a balance so you've got a little extra something to go out once in a while, to make friends, make connections, so that you don't have to take advice from some random girl on YouTube, but you can talk to some really nice people that you're friends with, unless of course we're friends and you're just being nice and watching this because it's mine, which, thanks. Number 2 is say yes to the gigs you believe in, but no to the ones that don't work. So whether you believe in it because it's a charity that you really stand behind, or it's going to benefit you in some way, like you really like the other band you're going to play with, or you've never played at this venue so it might bring in a few new people, or you know, just whatever sort of reasons, whether they're like outside yourself or more towards pushing your career forward, go for those. However, if you played with people that you don't enjoy playing with, you don't have to play with them again. If you felt wrong about a certain venue, or you felt that it didn't resonate with you, you don't have to go there again. If you're a dick and you think everything sucks, then you're not going to go anywhere. But I mean, like, within means, if you just feel unsettled about certain things, or like you get, you know, a message being like, hey, can you guys do this? And you're like, well, crap, we're really slammed. Probably best not to take it, because it's just going to end up giving you a whole bunch of stress, and perhaps even take up a day where you could be doing something like, you don't know what's going to come up. A better opportunity might arise for that day, and now you're committed to something else. So if your gut is saying no, then simply don't freaking do it. However, if your heart is saying like, go for it, that brings me into point 3. If there's an opportunity that you don't feel ready for but is amazing, say yes and prepare for it after. Basically, what that means is, which I feel like is going to be like my catchphrase because I just always try to explain myself, but basically, hear me out. Somebody is going to be like, hey, we need you guys to play in a month at this crazy place. You need 2 sets and you've got like 1 set. Just be like, alright guys, there's gonna be like 10,000 people there, whatever, like best case scenario, shoot big, you know, but no, just be like, yo guys, there's gonna be 10,000 people. How many practices can we get in? How many songs can we learn each practice? Do you think we could do it even though we're totally not ready for it now? And if everyone's on board and they're not like totally stressed out and freaking out about it, then just be like, hell yeah. Or if some of them are stressed out but you know that they're capable of it, give them a pep talk and be like, this will be good for us. We can win. So we're gonna freaking do it, and we're gonna do it well. If you just like to do music and people are giving you these kinds of opportunities to begin with, that means that obviously you did something to spark their interest. So just say yes and figure it out later. Number 4 is things are going to change and y'all need to learn how to let them, which is basically like a life lesson that I've absolutely not honed yet. But this very much applies for music. Things are always going to change. They're going to evolve. They're going to move forward, stop at a halt. A huge thing that sometimes sucks in a band is you'll go through these like crazy awesome times where it feels like every single gig you have, somebody's there to give you some awesome opportunity, and it's like sweet, sweet, and you'll get like 5 in a row, and then you'll go through like a nothing period where like nobody's talking to you. You're just like, what am I doing with my life? I'm so broke. Like, are we even gonna get anywhere in life? You know, and those are the times where you really, instead of just like shutting off to everyone, you have to really hold it all in. Put your peeps under your wings, or ask your peeps to put you under their wings, and just be like, hey guys, like this is sort of hard, it's a bit of a plateau, but just like how we had a crazy time like a month ago when everything was amazing, life has a funny way of balancing out. So basically, if you're in a plateau, that just means like if you keep pushing forward, keep doing your best, you're gonna have another crazy period pretty soon, chances are. But there's like a million of those every year, it seems. Like you're constantly going through like bam, and then nothing, and then woo, and then nothing. So it's just sort of, that's the way it is. Learn to accept it. Stuff changes. That's pretty much it. And then number 5, ask for money. It's not gonna kill you, but not asking for money will probably kill you. So, there's been a lot of times, however, where I go against my own rule, and I will, you know, give something away for free or do something for free, and you know, to a discretion. Obviously, you're not going to charge your mom for your album or something like that. A friend of mine said at work today, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, I think, or something like that. But basically, it's the same thing with music. If you're looking for some dough and you don't want to die of starvation and or just like anger from being so broke, you're gonna have to be like, hey guys, we've played here like 10 times. Pretty sure we made the bar like a bunch of money. Be pretty cool if you could just sort of like put a little bit more of that money into our hat, because we've obviously proven to you that we're worth it. Now, you can't do that for your first gig. You can't just like walk into a bar and be like, hi, I just showed up, give me $1,000, because that'd be ridiculous. Nobody does that. You wouldn't get it, trust me. But you definitely can start asking for money at some point. I will just close this in saying, pretty sure you got the point. 5 points were work-life balance, say yes to gigs you believe in and no to ones that don't feel right. If there's a sick opportunity, just friggin' do it. Things change, and that's okay. You gotta make the best of those plateaus, and it's okay to ask for money. This has been Kat, and it's been a slice.